It is the post-holiday season. I hope we've all had a little time to recharge and refresh our minds. Last time I was showing off my island, I was in the fall time, in the mushroom season, showing it to my sisters. And I wanted to make a couple changes now that we're approaching the new year and then approaching the 3.0 update. So what we're going to focus on today is I'm going to show an update to this little area in front of my house. I have moved my villager Goose, and I want to redecorate Kitty's house inside and outside to reflect a bit more of the theme that I want to bring to this island, which is a fishing village theme, a little bit more homesteady as well, down to earth, laying down roots. So, like I was saying, I have made a couple of changes to this area over here. This is pretty much in front of my house. This is Goose's house now. I just had a really big yawn. I've been eating so much heavy meats and little drinks. Just to explain a little bit more about where this is situated, my idea for my house is that I have a little vineyard in the back here. So we've got stage 2 trees over here with some buckets for some vino. And then we got a little wine tasting area here. I'm keeping up my tree just for a couple more days. Right now I can see that's December 25th. That is only one day off of where I'm at now, just because I need to go back and do Toy Day, as I was a little bit distracted with my real life events, actually celebrating different holidays with family. But yeah, so when you go down here, I want it to be kind of like as if Goose is almost like he is helping me. He also works here, he lives here. So I've got my shed as well, just for a bit of convenience to always have something right by my mailbox, which I moved down here. Kind of like, you know, the mail doesn't really come all the way up. They don't track all that. I know. It's pelicans that deliver the mail really in Animal Crossing, but that's okay. But yeah, a little workstation for Goose, a little tomato passata grinding situation there for the espresso maker, so that's changed a little bit. Here is where I'm going to change it for little seasonal decorations for him. And then through here is his front garden himself. So this is where, of course, he stays. It's where his house is. But he's growing tomatoes, a couple potatoes, some zucchini, squash over here. Oh, there's Goose now. Hello. Behold, Goose. Look at your lovely home. Look at your lovely sandwich. Are you hungry? What's up? You will always remain the only jock that I quite care about. Yeah, so again, I'm going to change these out a little bit more seasonally. When it comes closer to the new year, I'm going to switch out more of the candles. I want to keep a little bit more, I celebrate Christmas, so a bit more Christmas themed decorations for a little bit, just to keep me smiling. I really love the little trees. I got so many new DIY recipes, guys. Like, I've recorded me decorating this area, and then I realized I had missed out so much, and it was a little bit all over the place, and I kept getting distracted by new balloons and then just decorating other areas. I was like, I'm going to come back to this area. So, we're going to move on down over to Kitty's area, and basically, she is, I always jokingly call it the commune, but there's a few villagers that live on the other side of the island by the second fish market. So you go down here. Oh, technically I do a shortcut over here. But we have Buzz living here. This is a little gas station that I'm going to continue to develop a little bit more at the suggestion of my sisters. This is Butch's house. And then Kitty, I don't even know my own island, I'm a little lost. Kitty is down here, and currently Kitty I was suggesting to be as if she is a masseuse. She does spas, so she would have like a sauna here, a little cozy area, but I wasn't quite feeling this. What I do want to make Kitty now is that she owns a thrift shop, or vintage, secondhand, very curated, very almost designer. Like, she has style, and I wanted to reflect that for her. And her inside of the house is not very cute right now. I designed it and didn't really like it. So we're gonna start off with the inside of the house, figure out the full vibe there, and then we'll come back and then we'll redesign the outside here for her little dock. So we'll be back soon. I'm just going to go talk to Tom Nook about that. Look at Kitty in her little bell coat. She's so fashion. She's so with it. She's so cool. I love the smug personalities. I've said that a couple of times already when I was doing my villager hunt for Kiki. I feel like they give a little bit more sass, and when they're like your best friend, they're just so nice to you, and you feel really cool. I also got Kitty's little catchphrase to be like, "Hello, fellow 10." So it's always a little bit of a morale boost when I talk to her. Okay, we are going to start with the interior. I have a bit more of an idea where I want to go with that. So we'll start off there. Okay, let's imagine it. Like I was saying, this is going to be a vintage shop, thrifting, curated, maybe not quite Americana, but I want it to be still a bright area. Right now, her place is a little bit darker, moodier. I do love the color scheme, but I was trying to play around in my head of what I would want it to be, and I was like, I don't think I can make it with like the dark carpet to work. So she's thinking, why is this so funny to me? Okay, let's decorate. Let's redesign. Let's get rid of everything here. Like I said, she was a massage therapist. It didn't look good. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. I think if I was able to like give her more space, like maybe I'll make her a vacation home at some point. And then that would make a lot of sense. I also love that I still have the kitty litter for her. I'm so mean. It's so embarrassing. She's a respected lady. She wouldn't have a kitty litter right in front of where clients could see that. That would be horrible. Okay, get rid of this. And one more, just get rid of the walls. I'm wondering if you could hear my cat in the background. Okay, this is the current wall setup. We hate it. We are going to change that. What I'm thinking is I want it to be light and airy, so I'm going to do the white painted wood. I feel like I'm still missing a lot of the different wall and floor tiles. I kind of ignored that for the first time that I was playing this game. Okay, and then I want to change the floor setup. Do I want wood or do I want something that's a little bit more concrete? Oh, you know what? I got the gravel floor in recently, and something I did decide to myself, I was like, you are definitely going to get her some purple. Purple is her color, and I love the shaky rugs. Like, that looks so good already. I'm into that. Oh, we still have the accent wall over here. We can't have that. Get rid of that accent wall. Perfect. Oh, and the snow is building up on the window. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. And next, we're going to add some items for her little shop here. Add some shelving units and some of the classic clothing items. Okay. Now, I want, again, light colored, light wood. I'm going to do a Nordic low table. I think it makes sense just to keep it that like natural. Do I want natural or light wood? I'm going to keep with the light wood. And then I'm just going to add one other patterns here. Before I really wanted to make the leopard print work for her, because I think it's a little funny because she's a cat, and add a little bit more retro vibe. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then I gotta find those clothing items. I love the open wooden shelves. Looks amazing. I still don't have it. I don't have that DIY recipe. And I'm trying to get things very organically, like either just through myself or perhaps through my sisters. Like I'll ask them occasionally to if they have something to provide it. This is amazing. I desperately need this in my own home. My Animal Crossing home, but then also my real home. I have something similar, but I want way more of that kind of shelving. It's so good for showing things off. Okay, and then where? Again, still on our way to finding the clothing items, the shelves. All right, so I was thinking clothing rack or the hanger rack. Which one do I want? Do I want gold? Not silver, because I don't like the colors of the clothing there. I I wish you could just change the frame and then the colors on it. I don't know why you can't do that for a lot of the like clothing storage options. Makes things so much harder. Hmm. I feel like this would be more her style, but the gold I think would go better with the area, so add a couple more of those. I think 3 would be enough, and then we're gonna add a couple more of these, the small clothing racks. And we're gonna stick with the natural wood because I like the dark frames. Add one more, I think. Okay, I'm gonna arrange this stuff, and then we'll think about it. Now, I'm kind of getting a bit inspired by a thrift shop that's in the city I live in, and they basically have their clothing items that kind of go along the walls here, and then you purchase in the back. And they also have a middle table here with some more, maybe like pants, some jewelry, some pins, like a little bit more knickknacks. Okay, so add this here. Gonna flip that around so it looks as if it's alternating, it's all the same thing. This is gonna go by the window. And again, this is gonna go vertical because it's gonna be kind of one of the first things you look at, so there's gonna be some attention grabbing items. And then this is gonna go in the corner here. It's gonna go in the corner here. I think this needs to go a bit more up. Oh, I can make it in line. Is there enough room for someone to get by? Well, no, because this is in line with that roughly. It's like 1 square off. I think that's okay. We'll see. I might move that in a second. Okay, and then I want to find the stacked buckets. The little, what are they called? Milk crates? Oh, little boxes would be cute too, though. I'm gonna throw down some garbage cans. That might be nice later. Oh, yes, and I think we do need to have the stacked shopping baskets. The white, I think, will look quite nice. Maybe I'll have room for a changing room. I'm gonna put this down. Oh, the brown is really nice. And the red, oh, is there a purple though? That's pink. Okay. I'm gonna give that a little bit more of a purple hue just for Kitty's theme. That works for this area. With little swirls. I think that could look nice. That's too childlike. Oh, I did have this one before as her bed in the previous design. I do really like it. I'll add it. I don't know if I'm going to keep that. I don't know if I have space for it. The 6x6 gets to be so tight. Is it considered miscellaneous? Guys, it's considered a miscellaneous item. How am I supposed to know that? It's so tall. That's silly. Oh, okay, well, I'm putting that down and I'm gonna put down a record player so we can have some nice tunes while we're perusing her stock. What's the latest? She puts out new items every Monday. She might get things shipped in. I think that'd be up her alley. Now, do I want the portable record player? It gives very Urban Outfitters vibes, so I don't always like it because I think I want her to be a bit genuine. But what color could we do? Like the black looks a little bit. Oh, the orange is always so fun though. It's either that or the tabletop record player because this one looks so legit. Okay, let's. I didn't know you could put those up there. That's crazy. Okay. What do I like? No, that's too exposed. I think it has to be one of those. Okay, perfect. And then, again, this is like a bit more of a retro vibe, so what I want to also find is the CRTV item. Oh, I gotta stick with the silver. And a little music video. Perfect. Because I think if we put this backwards like that, yep, we got enough room for a seating there. If you have it backwards, you can't really tell it's like a work table, right? You don't see the saw or anything. It just kind of looks like her own little station. Like, and this would be her cash box. She's writing things down in her ledger, keeping accounts ready. She's a businesswoman, guys. Okay. Now, I guess the baskets kind of have to be at the front so you can access them really easily. I don't think that works. I put this here, or is that too... Does that not make sense? Let me move this over here. Get that touching. There we go. I was like, why is that not right? Okay, right now. Move this over here so it's a little bit more centered. Does that make sense? I feel like that wood is just so not matching anything else. Can we make it the beige? And then this color seems so bright. Oh, actually, that pink matches the purple shaggy carpet. So that actually works out really well. I think that actually looks really cute there. I actually like that in the corner a lot. Question, do I still want this up here? I think I kind of do. But I could put a bit more to the side so it's on front and center and we don't have like two media players in the same section. I do prefer that. I think that actually looks really good. Okay, and then I also want to have it so she has something, a little sewing area because she is also providing some alterations, modifying these vintage clothing. So what I want for that is definitely something like a stool. And what I'm thinking is a little boxy shape because I love that. Okay, perfect. Now let's add some miscellaneous items. They're so vintagey. I'll put that down. Why not? I have no impulse control. But no food, no drinks. That just straight up wouldn't make sense. I'm gonna hold myself back. The Jergens. So that will be added for sure. And then winter season. And that's going to be nice and attention grabbing right at the front. And like I said, just have like some stacks of clothing here for you to also peruse. And I want to put some shoes down. So let's scroll all the way down the bottom here. enjoy that nice little clicky sound, the scrolling sound. Oh, geez, this takes a while. Oop. Okay, so we need to put cowboy boots. There's no question about it. That needs to come down here. And then, ooh, business shoes I think might be a good option. Because I want, again, vintage, retro, leather, real leather. This is something actually from decades ago. And then I think if I put that here, yes, that is cute. Do I need that? I don't know. But if I go into miscellaneous, I want to put a little pop-up sign as well. Oh yes, perfect. I think I'll go with maybe a special offer. Kind of looks cute. Okay, and let's just move these ones around. Again, this is going to be her little area. Gonna move this over here. And I do need to give her a little seat. And I think I am going to go with that little velvet stool. That goes well with the little DIY table here. Perfect. I think we're getting there. Oh, but you know what? I kind of like it when they have a little couch or cozy area. Another thrift shop that I like also has something like that. So let me add a little couch. I think my heart is going towards a Moroccan sofa. And, oh, purple, like these three are always my favorite. I'm gonna go with the brown because I think the purple would be too much next to the rug there. But we'll see. Oh, come over here. Get out of the way for a little bit. Oh, this needs to come out of the way too. Okay. Bring that right and snug that in. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm feeling this. I'm really liking this, guys. Is that too in the way, though? Let me get rid of that. And have the little yarn here, because that could be cute. Oh, that's actually really cute. I'm gonna get rid of these shoes. Okay, I think this is coming together of how I was overall envisioning it. I'm gonna add some wall decorations. Now, I want her to be an award winner. She's been in the paper. She has been recognized for her efforts. And I'm gonna add a little bit of art as well. There's one of these that I think you have the option. Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, where it looks like handmade art. The watercolor one, that would be perfect. And we're gonna have this, yeah, above where she's at. I think I like it if it's like a little uneven. Is that better? Do I want that one higher to draw the eye up? I think I do. That's nice. Okay. I still want to add more to this wall though. The stars. Okay. Okay, I finally DIY these. I had the recipe for so long. I was like, I never use these. So I'm gonna play around with a little purple and the white one. Okay. Let me look. Because that looks so cute in the right corner. Oh, okay, and I'm also gonna just add some ceiling lights. I love the enamel. I think just going white, I'm kind of going basic colors, white, purple, I think overall work. And that's going to go up here to light things up. Maybe back one more. Doesn't need to, no, it's above the table. That makes sense. Okay, and then I think these side walls need some art. Here. And if we put that down, no, I don't like it when it's not touching. That looks nice. I like that. It's not really symmetrical, but when you come in through here, I feel like it does look symmetrical. It's about the eye of the viewer, guys. You don't need things to make sense. That'd be so silly. Okay, and then we need to add a little bit more art over here. Then needs to go down. Yeah. Oh, that looks really cool, guys. I'm really into that. I think that looks great. But how do I feel about the stars kind of touching that? Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna think for a second. How do I feel about this? Does it have everything that I think a thrift store would need? Thinking about that, I need more ceiling signs. Fun little signs. Let me change that angle a bit. Yeah, I like that, having it a bit backwards. And then yeah, I want it in between the shelving unit here. That looks good. And I might also add the drapery. Ooh, purple looks good, but a bit too light, potentially. Let's check out the flowers. How do we feel about the flowers? Oh, because I can use that to sort of block it. Block that little area that I'm not as into. If anyone like is looking at this and you're like, it looked way better in the other corner, tell me. I will do that. I will change it. I like that how this kind of like hides that little area because I wasn't as fond about it. This is looking great, guys. I am loving this. Okay, yes, because we got the little cowboy boots, we got the excessive art and things on the wall, a little CRTV for some nice vintage style, her art on the wall, her recognitions, she's sewing, she's working away as we're here. She's got a little bit of yarns, balls of yarn. She's a cat, that makes sense. Baskets at the front for you to do shopping. We got, I think, enough clothes around and a nice cozy spot where she can actually sit and hopefully take a rest in her own home. I think that's fair. I think this looks great. I think we are finished with this, and Tom Nook, let's discuss the outside. Now she is on the docks, so I think we're just going to try and make it a bit more of like a shanty house. Is that option available for this one? I'm going to go with the first option and then pick something kind of light. Literally white or gray. I think white makes sense. Keep the white stripes. And then we're going to pick, again, something hopefully with a window, a little bit of color. I mean, That doesn't look bad. Okay, I actually don't hate the nuptial. I never know how to pronounce this word. The wedding one, I don't know how to. That one might actually be kind of cute for now. I think I like it better than the others. Let's just confirm this. I can always change it later. It's only $9,000 to renovate. We're all done. Let's put in the books, and then we're gonna renovate the outside, the little dock area, and then we'll go forward a day, which will be great because then it's actually gonna match the day that I am in real life, which is the 26th. Yes, okay. Let's do that. And I'm going to talk to Tom Nook for another second. One moment. Yes, pitch it. We'll see it tomorrow. Thank you so much. Okay. Kitty is over here and right from the restaurant. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to get rid of these items. And it's going to be a little bit of a similar vibe to what I have in front of my Able Sisters area, where there's just going to be a couple clothing items that we'll have. I'm going to keep the tiny library for now, and the trees. I think it could still work with the vibe, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just going to... Okay guys, I was actually looking at my items and I think I need to make a few purchases and then I'm gonna go forward a day and then that way we can take a look at Kitty's house when it's actually done and I think that'll be the best call. So alright, it is the next day. We are back. Kitty's home has been renovated by Tom Nook. She's not home right now, which is a little rude, so we can't take a look inside. But as I said before, we're going to be doing the outside. So I made some purchases for some more clothing items, clothing racks, etc., baskets, everything you would need to have a little frontal area. And then that'll be it. Then Kitty's house will be the perfect little thrift shop. So just gonna move this out of the way. Now I am gonna just put some rope fencing over here in the back. Yep, I like that because then it's just kind of coming out of the water. That looks nice. Lovely. Okay. And I think we'll put some of the bigger clothing racks in the back here as well. We'll see if I can find them though. Okay, swing this around. Yep. Okay, perfect. And in over here. Guys, can I put another little rope fencing here? Maybe. No? Maybe. Absolutely not. That will not work. Okay. So I want to add another accessory or yeah, hanger rack I think will be good. I think if I put it here, maybe it can help block the view a bit. Oh yeah, I think that actually works quite well. She is starting up her new business. Okay, what do I... And you don't have anything organized. Oh, here we go. Small clothing rack. Perfecto. Very nice. Okay, and then we want to have the bench now. It's going to be in the front, but I don't know if we want it to right or left, so I'm just going to put a couple things down. We don't want to have a set. We're so busy. I can't sit down. Actually, you know what? I'll put down both of my bench options that I'm considering for the purchases. Get out of here. Okay, let's nudge this over a bit. I'm seeing, like, arguments for both, though. Okay, so we're gonna pop a little advertisement there. I could put a little decoration up there in a moment. I don't think it actually makes sense to have the cash register out here because you're going to be coming in with your things. Yes, of course. I'm so silly. I don't think I'm going to use the outdoor bench. I'm going to put perhaps another little plant here that I know I have in my inventory. Oh, geez. Now, how does the accessory stand look up here? Okay, I'm just going to move this bench over here. Actually, I think that's too busy. I'm going to put the outdoor bench here. And we're going to put the accessory stands on top of it for a little perusing. There we are. And then I think we need to put the garden lanterns down so we have a better idea of what space we have to work with. Because I think if I push this over here, yep, that's in the water. That don't make sense. And then I'll put another garden lantern over here. That's great. I might put the tiny library over here. I kind of like it when the tiny libraries are to the side. Yeah, I think that looks kind of nice. Now let me put a bucket down. A bucket. I need to put a shopping basket down. Now I have two colors. I have yellow, which I think I'm actually going to stick with. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the yellow one. Now I could put a cash register down, but is that too much? Maybe I need it there as a hint of what's actually inside. I think, you know what, maybe I think that makes sense. Have it here. And then, yeah, you have a bit more of an idea of what's actually going on. And then I'm going to put the other clothing rack, or hanger rack, actually, over here. Lovely. And I can put the little cypress plant here for a bit more color, a bit more green. I have a couple different hues. I want the darker one that's in my pocket, I believe. Can I have that a little bit more up, though, please? If you don't mind. Perfect. Okay, I'm looking, I'm thinking. How do I feel about this? Okay, just grab some items. And I think we just need to put something up on that top there. I'm going to try a couple different items. I need to just swing around the back and put them on there. Okay, so, oh, a little fence in here. Okay. Now we can be a bit more practical and put another shopping basket up, but I think we need to have something a little bit more fun. Yeah, not a clothing item. Let me look at the fragrance sticks. You know, it's nice. It's a little bit neutral. I could always switch those out for maybe a summertime, because I think this could also be another example of something where I can make it a bit more seasonal. Like, I want to look at this throwback container, the one that looks like a little train. I don't like it from the front. I think, again, maybe springtime with the green could look really nice. Now, what I was thinking, what I'm probably going to be using is this Tree's Bounty little tree. Is that what that's actually called? What did I just say? Tree's Bounty little tree? No, that's silly. But I think it looks great. Oh, wait. I probably need more recipes, please. What is this? Exciting? Snowflake pochette. I already know it. Does that mean I actually have all the recipes now? That'd be awesome. Okay. Alright, that looks cute. And... oh, I still don't have a shopping basket out. That's silly. Okay. I think if I put a shopping basket over here... oh, yeah, that tucked in nicely. Oh, that's good. You know, I think this is it. I think this is the outside. That looks lovely. I think Kitty's going to have a really nice time starting off her little business here. This is where she can really get some of those outside customers. It's a little snowy today, but that doesn't mean people aren't going to be out. They're going to get their sweaters, looking for some jewelry. Got the little cashier here, a little basket. I think the garden lanterns look great here. And I think the tiny library as well. It can kind of work as a little bit of a mailbox or just like a little like kitschy thing. I like them having the library, so I'm not going to get rid of it. I like the white housing. This might be something that I change the other people on this area to. So it's going to be a little bit of a tester to see how I feel over the next couple days. But that was really fun. I really liked that. Well, thank you for joining me on that journey of redecorating Kitty's house to a not so chic masseuse to a chic vintage shop owner, a curator, a designer, an artist. This was really in her fortune, guys. Thank you, and I'll see you all the next time. Bye.